Morning, what's going on? It's Gimme That Change TV, and I had to get on here this morning to get a video up and on in regards to my thoughts on the NFL and 5 tight ends that I think that aren't getting fucking talked about as much as they should be, as they are deserving to be, in my opinion, at least top 10 or better on projections or on all or everybody's damn charts for the NFL 2011 season. Uh, the as of right now, I'm gonna name the top 5, which I'd go with for under radar tight ends that really I think are gonna have explosive seasons. And the first one that I want to start with is Vernon Davis. Now, Vernon Davis, he actually is kind of high on a lot of the radars, but listen, I think Vernon Davis is the top dog this year to go to. Not only did he have a very solid season last year, but the year before, the motherfucker came out of nowhere, I think, and put up 13 TDs, 14 TDs, something like that. He was goddamn banging it in. Every single time that they got down to the fucking 10-yard line, he was the guy crossing the middle for the fucking TD. And I gotta say, I'm expecting big numbers out of him this year, as now the San Francisco 49ers are going to have a better offense and going to have a quarterback that's going to be more understanding of his players, as well as the off season. I think for Vernon Davis, as he's a goddamn freak, workaholic, all day long, wanting to be the top guy with strength as well as speed. So you're going to see that this guy is going to be a freak this year, and he's going to put up at least 10 TDs or more, and I'm hoping for him to break the 1,000 yards. That's the first guy that I got to say is flying so low under the radar. The next guy is Aaron Hernandez. I know everybody talks about Gronkowski, the New England Patriots, and how Gronkowski's the man. He's always been the man. He was so good in college and all this shit. But the thing is, people maybe don't know about the stuff or the stats of Aaron Hernandez as they should. I've been following Aaron Hernandez for, I don't know, 8 years now, as he grew up in Connecticut and played ball actually the same time I was playing high school ball. He played a few towns over, so I personally met him, and back in the day, he set every single Connecticut State record for offense as a tight end, and on top of that, he put up fucking ridiculous numbers on the defense. The guy was a both ways playing player, so that just shows right there. Then again, he goes #1 tight end in the nation out of Connecticut, and that never fucking happens. I mean, we might every once in a while in Connecticut get like a legit athlete, but a #1 ranked never really happens over here. It's just how it is. We're not big time. And Aaron Hernandez from there then jumped to Florida. He'd had many offers pretty much from every school in America, but he went to Florida. He tore up at Florida. He would have actually put up better numbers at Florida, but the thing was, Tebow was all about, trying to run with the ball, so you got to figure he would have put up better numbers there. Now he's on New England, and New England signed him the first season they draft him, as they actually picked him up as a steal, I think 3rd or 4th round, in my opinion. But Aaron Hernandez signs with them a 4-year deal as an extension 3 weeks into the season. Why is that? Belichick obviously knows right there. This guy's a fucking freak. I'm guaranteeing that Aaron Hernandez is either going to play this season and put up 10 TDs or more. And the thing is I have a feeling that they're actually going to use him as a tight end and a slot guy. They're going to pop him in because he's got phenomenal speed and he's quick as all hell. And he can juke, dude. He can juke people out their shoes. And I think that's something else that a lot of the tight ends in this league can't really do, is they're so big and so muscular. They really don't have the movement and the jump skills that this guy's got. But he's a fucking freak, and he should definitely be on your list. That's Aaron Hernandez out of New England. Next on my list has got to be Ben Watson. Ben Watson used to play for New England, but now he's on Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns have been having, you know, back-to-back seasons that they're hoping to get better and hoping to get better. And the thing is, I'm hoping that they're going with Colt McCoy as the starting QB this year. And if they could fucking start him and actually have him in for the whole season, I believe Ben Watson, the leader that he is down there, will play at a level where he's going to be able to pull in at least 10 TDs and 800, 900 yards. I mean, he put up 600 something last year, like 6 TDs, and, you know, the offense wasn't that good. So I'm expecting him to put up some fucking numbers, all right? And on top of that, the next tight end, I think that doesn't really get talked about too much this year, as of last year, and really needs to, is Brent Kleek out of the Eagles. He's a tight end that is still extremely young, but the fact is, you got to understand, this guy's dealing with a lot of bullshit last year, to where I totally understand why his numbers weren't what people maybe were expecting or wanted him to have. Because first off, you had him going into the beginning of the season thinking that, first off, that McNabb was the QB. Then they switch it out and Kevin Cobb's there. Then they're fucking around and Michael Vick's in. So you got a tight end who's got to deal with not only trying to understand the offense, but understand the offense with 3 different players who all run 3 different styles. I mean, each of them are all completely different quarterbacks. So for him to play the way he did with that type of bullshit going on, I think is something to be talked about. Because this year, let's say he gets a full year in where Vick plays every game, all 16 games or something like that, Vick is in. He's going to understand and be able to understand fully what's going on by the fourth game of the season. You know, he's going to start to understand Vick's style, and then he's going to be able to base his play off of that, and that's going to feed for him to get better points and get, you know, be one of the top tight ends that he definitely can be, because he's another one of them. He's one of them freaks out there, I think. He's a power horse worker, and that's the power horse workers in the NFL are the best players, and he's one of them. The last guy on my list is Chris Cooley. Chris Cooley last year, he did quite well. Not amazing, but you have to remember, I believe the year before that, the 2009 end of the 2009 season, he had missed most of the season because something had, you know, he'd gotten injured. So for him to come back and rebound and do what he did is great. He put up solid numbers, but he would have put up extremely or higher fucking numbers if Mike Shanahan wasn't fucking around with the whole QB situation down there. If he left McNabb in since the beginning and didn't keep fucking around with all this shit and stop fucking with the offense, I think that the Chris Cooley and the Redskins would have had better numbers when it came to the QB side or whatever, and you know, that type of crap. Because Mike Shanahan, dude, I don't know what the fuck's on his mind. Listen, I love the coach. I think he's one of the best coaches of all time. He's had a wonderful philosophy since day one with the Broncos. But listen, man, make up your fucking mind and stop fucking around, because Chris Cooley and the other tight ends and wide receivers on that team are getting fucked right now because this guy wants to just keep playing games. So it's like, if McNabb can play out a full season next year with the Redskins, Chris Cooley's going to understand that offense, and he's going to continue to be playing at the high level that he's been playing at, and he's going to stay healthy, and he could definitely put up some big time numbers, 10, 12 touchdowns, and maybe 1,000 yards. And that's enough to be a good time player. So those are the 5 tight ends that I think are flying under the fucking radar right now. So go and pick those guys up if you guys are going to be doing fantasy this year. Again, keep praying that the season starts and that we don't have to deal with this fucking lockout, because I'm losing my damn mind over it and I don't want to keep talking about it. But anyways, check the blog out at the bottom. If you want to get involved, send me the message. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy. See ya.